Hey, good afternoon. My name is Jovon with Downy Yoga. We're going to be doing a 60-minute relax restore. So one thing I'm going to give about a minute to a minute and a half to go grab a chair. Any chair. It could be a dining room chair, a kitchen table, not a kitchen table, a kitchen chair that you have at your kitchen table. It could be also maybe an ottoman or some sort of stool that you could use as well. Okay, so go ahead and grab that, and then in addition, make sure you have a bolster or maybe a comforter that you can fold up a few times to make the shape of a bolster. 2 blankets, 2 to 3 blankets, and 2 blocks. And if you don't have the blocks, then we can always use extra blankets for in place of the blocks. So Relax Restore, while maybe some of you are gathering your props, Relax Restore is a type of practice where we stay in the postures anywhere between 3 to 5 minutes. So we only have going less than 60 minutes, so we're going to be doing very few postures, and we're going to stay in there and really allow our bodies to marinate, relax, and just to let go of anything that might feel heavy on your heart, your chest, your throat, maybe just your mind, and allowing ourselves to do nothing but relax. If you're like me, we're constantly doing something, moving around. So this is a practice that can be challenging for some, but there's so many benefits. Usually after a practice like this, I feel like a complete reset and I'm ready to go. So we're actually going to get started off using the chair. So let's place the chair towards the front of your mat, on your mat though, so that way it doesn't slip or slide. Okay. Good. And then we will have a blanket that we will place on top of that. Okay, just for a little extra cushion. Now, the extra blankets or bolster that you have around, go ahead and keep that close by, because once we lie down, what we're going to do is we're going to use that to lift the pelvic bone just slightly. Okay, and then have our shins resting on here. Make sure that the knee pits will hug the edge of the chair. Okay, so that's what we want. All right. So getting real close here, I'm going to swing one leg up and then swing the other. Okay, if you're like me, my thigh bones are not long enough, so I could already feel my legs are falling, but that's why we're going to elevate the hips. If you're pretty even, if your thigh bones or maybe your stool or chair is just low enough, in line with the length of your femur bones, your thigh bones, then maybe you don't need it, but you could always try it. Maybe it feels good on the back. So once you come onto the back, you can try your bolster. You can lift your hips and slide the bolster right underneath. Okay. Hey, baby. And my chair, I have this little back support, so I tuck my feet under there so that way my feet could be loose and relaxed. So this is actually just right for me. And I want you to take a moment or two for you to find what is just right for you. Okay? So maybe the setup that I have maybe it's not as supportive as you need it to be. So you can add a blanket in addition. Okay, you can remove the bolster or blanket. Maybe that feels better. Maybe you need it for your head. Maybe that's something that you want to support. Maybe your body is telling you today, I need more head and neck support today. Okay. Make sure that there's not an exaggerated curve in the lower back. So we want to feel a nice relaxed sensation here. Make a cactus shape with the arms. Shimmy the shoulders down and slightly tuck the chin. Create a little bit more length in the back of the neck. Take a big breath in. Open the mouth, saw it out. Happy Friday, everyone. And if you happen to be watching this class on a Monday or any other day of the week, happy whatever day of the week you are watching this class. Just soften your eyes, begin to tune in. Let your body soften and your breath naturally lengthen and deepen. If you happen to have a lot on your mind today, use your breath to keep you steady and still. And not just physically, I'm not talking about your physical gross body, I'm talking about the mind chatter. Okay, even the subtle body energy, the energy that surrounds you, the energy that you intuitively feel. We can use our breath to start calming and relaxing your energy and your thoughts. At any time, if you feel like you need to saw any breath out, you are more than welcome to take a big breath in. Maybe you hold it at the top. And when you feel ready, open the mouth and let the breath go. Maybe you make a sound, maybe you don't. As long as your breath feels like relief, letting go of all the pressure that's hoarding inside of the body and mind. Begin to deepen the breath gently, fully. Slowly come back into the body. Maybe gently flutter the eyes open with a soft gaze. If you happen to have a support under the pelvic bone, pressing your legs into the chair and sliding the support off to the side. And bring the knees into the chest. You can also slide your chair off your mat if you need a little bit more space. And gently rock side to side. Roll onto whichever side it feels most comfortable for you. And slowly bring yourself up onto your seat. All right. Let's slide the chair back onto the mat. Have your right leg out to about a 45-degree angle and the sole of the left foot on the inside of the right thigh. You can use a blanket underneath the right thigh. That'll actually be really nice. Okay. And the other blanket will stay here on top of the chair. If you need a little bit of support here underneath the right knee, you can always place another blanket there if that feels better for you. Okay. This is customizable. The distance between the chair and your chest is completely up to you. We're going to overlap the forearms and make sure there's enough space between your chest and the edge of the chair so that way your nose and mouth go in between that space so that you can breathe. Take a nice inhale, and as you exhale, drop your head and rest the forehead on your forearms. Relax the shoulders down. Release the bottom half of your jaw. Close your eyes. Breathe. Slowly begin to lengthen your breath, bringing the awareness back. On the inhale, bringing the awareness back. On the exhale, slowly begin to lift your head, taking your time, switch sides. There's no rush. Support yourself in any way that feels good to your body and that can support the rest of the mind as well. So before you rest the forehead down, take an inhale. Exhale, rest the forehead down. Let your left foot and your right foot be loose and relaxed. Breathing in, breathing out. And slowly begin to lift your head. Okay, we will place our blanket off to the side. And what we'll do is we're just going to rotate the chair around. Oh, and just in case you don't know our special guest today, her name's Jinpa. She's 2.5 years old. She's a whippet. Yeah. Okay. We're going to do I'm going to kind of push a little bit today, but let's take our blocks, or maybe you have something else other than blocks. Maybe perhaps you can fold a few of your blankets more in a tighter, dense shape. But see how I'm squatting in front? So all I'm going to do is kind of crawl and sit down on the blocks like so. And I have my chair here, or maybe the front of the chair is better for you. Okay, just you can use it as something to help stabilize you. With this, I was just thinking of being able to relax and have something in front of you and not feel like you have to balance upright, but still get the hip opening. So find a chair position, or maybe you don't want the chair in front of you. Maybe the chair is not working for you. So that way you can sit here for several breaths. Okay. Once you've found just right, and don't worry if it takes a little moment to figure out what works for you. You might put yourself in a position and then get in it and then take a couple breaths and at a certain point decide this doesn't feel right. So that's okay. That's part of exploring these poses. And then once you find just right, take a big breath in. Open the mouth. Take a big breath in. Slowly lift your head up. Okay, and taking your time, we're actually going to use our chair to do a variation of a downward facing dog. It's going to feel really great on the shoulders. So before you get up, just make sure that you are safe, that you have everything stable and ready to go. You will for sure going to need the highest part of your chair. And if you don't have a chair like this, you can do this up against the wall. You would walk up to the wall and we've done this in class before, where you place your hands at the same height of the shoulders and then you walk back into a downward dog. So you would do the same thing from the shoulders down, just up against the wall, if you don't happen to have a chair with a backrest. Okay? So you're going to stand up and start to walk back. Your hands will stay on the backrest of the chair. You can put a slight bend in your knees and dip your chest and head down. Okay, let the head dangle. Let the head dangle here. And we'll take 5 full breaths, okay? So on your own, I'm going to breathe 5. And if you happen to finish sooner or after me, don't worry about it. There's no rush. This is your breath. Let the breath lengthen the side body. About 2 more. Now from here, slowly begin to walk. Keep the head down. Walk towards your chair. Okay, good. Then slowly, once you get closer to the chair or the wall, slowly bring the head on top of the shoulders. This way we prevent ourselves from getting dizzy. If you feel dizzy or lightheaded, make sure you hold onto your chair or the wall until you feel okay. And just take deeper breaths, okay? From here, we're going to come down onto the floor. So I'm going to push the chair off to the side. We'll take this blanket here. Good. One blanket will go for the head. Now, once you come down onto the back, make sure that the blanket underneath the head is only under the head, that it's not under the shoulders, okay? Then start to bring the knees in towards the chest, wrap your arms in front of the shins or maybe the hands behind the knee pits, and start to rock gently side to side. Let's go ahead and let the feet come down onto the floor. We'll take our bolster or maybe a rolled up blanket. Let's place it off onto the right side. Okay, knees will knock over towards the right. You can place a blanket in between your thighs. Okay, and then hug your bolster right behind you. Okay, So we're not actually completely on our side. We're leaning back into the bolster. So the heart is facing the sky. Okay, make any arrangements here for you to feel comfortable. I'm going to actually put my bolster a little higher so that way I can rest my arm on the bolster. Okay. Make a cactus shape with the left hand. Okay. You could also make it with the right arm. I said hand, I should have said arm. Okay, so you can have your arms in a cactus shape that feels comfortable for you, or you can have one arm on the bolster any way that feels comfortable for you. Okay, try it on for comfort. And then you have the other arm in a cactus shape. Very gentle twist. Breathe into the belly. Relax. Breath by breath, your body is softening and releasing any tension. Is there something else that you can unclench? Something else that you can loosen the grip on? With your right arm, slowly push the bolster that's behind you, that's supporting your back and side, off to the side. If you have a blanket in between your legs, you can place that off to the side. Center the spine and pelvic bone and bring the knees into the chest. Okay, so you can give a tighter squeeze or maybe more gentle with the hands behind the knees. So many options so that way you can maintain comfort. When you're ready, we'll do the second side. So the bolster or the large blanket will be on the left side. Lift and stack the hips, placing the blanket in between the thighs or knees, wherever feels comfortable for you. Okay, so right arm in a cactus shape. If you want to have the left arm in a cactus shape, you're more than welcome to. Or you can just use the bolster. Finding just right. Allowing your body to relax. Take a breath in. The left arm, you can slide your bolster and blanket off to the side, centering the spine and pelvic bone. We'll bring the knees into the chest, rocking gently side to side. Okay. Place your feet onto the floor, and we'll have one blanket to support the right hip. So let's place that down. We're going to allow the right knee to splay out to the side and the left leg to extend forward, and then let the foot roll out. So toes are out, heel is in. And from here, you can let the arms go down by the sides, shimmy the shoulders down. If you like a little bit more comfort, you could place a blanket or a bolster on top of the right inner thigh knee area. So that way you have something underneath your right outer thigh and then something on the top. Slowly take a big breath in. And as you're ready, just switch sides. And using your props to support the posture in any way that feels comfortable to you. slowly begin moving your props off to the side. Bring both knees into the chest. Very simple final resting pose here. We'll place the bolster behind the knees and thighs. And you can have your hands resting on your belly. If you want to maybe roll your blanket up to have more head and neck support, you're more than welcome to do that as well. If lying on your side in a sideline shavasana, you're more than welcome to lie down on your side. You can place the bolster in between your thighs. That's always really nice. Stay here for the next several minutes, as long as you need to. Let your breath guide you into a deeper relaxation. This is it. Shavasana. Let your body rest. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Again, staying here for as long as you need to. Thank you all so much for joining me for class. I appreciate you taking the time out of your day to sit and be and relax, and most importantly, breathe. Subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't already. And if you'd like to send a donation, you can find us on Venmo at Downey-Yoga. Any amount that you can possibly contribute is absolutely appreciated, and it's what's keeping us going during this time to stream these videos live to you. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next time. Namaste.